Coming up on With News, a West Wollongong home damaged by fire. A new service opens for children with autism, and feral deer on a popular Wollongong beach.
Across the Illawarra, South Coast and Southern Highlands, this is Win News.
Tonight, welding suspected of starting a house fire at West Wollongong. Feral deer make it through Wollongong to a popular beach. And a new centre to help parents and children with autism. Good evening, I'm Geoff Phillips. Also coming up tonight, how Humpty Dumpty is helping kinders learn about STEM subjects. A fire believed to have been sparked by a man welding has seen a West Wollongong home suffer significant damage this morning. 4 people escaped unhurt as fire took hold on the Parsons Street property, a passing motorist alerting authorities.
Flames lapping from the window. Thick smoke blanketing the street. 2 children, their dad and another man making a lucky escape. Sarah Bannerman, Win News.
Meanwhile, an elderly man has been dragged from a burning home in Barrack Heights this afternoon. A brave mother and son ran to the scene and, with the help of other witnesses, dragged the 92-year-old resident from his home, alerting authorities.
He was in shock, and he was singed, so it was, he was burnt. He looked a little bit puffy in the face.
There are renewed calls for more resources for Wollongong Hospital, following claims the hospital was running over capacity last night. Labor today claimed it's time something was done to ease the strain on staff and patients alike.
A hospital at breaking point. Patients last night told Wollongong Hospital was at 110% capacity.
We need the government to listen and listen very clearly. We're not trying to play politics about this. This has come from the concerns of patients.
2 deer have surprised morning walkers in Wollongong, tiptoeing along a slippery rock platform at North Wollongong Beach just after sunrise. Both ended up in the water. One spotted later darting into bushland near Pucky's estate, while the other went missing. The management of the region's feral deer population is now again in the spotlight.
There's been plenty of money poured into Wollongong's Blue Mile, but it's never seen dough like this before. Jared Constable, Win News.
Police are hoping forensic evidence will lead them to those responsible for a pipe bomb attack on 2 cars in a narrow driveway.
The pipe bomb was placed in here.
Brad Reeves was about to go to bed when the attack occurred.
I heard a big explosion out the front. Didn't worry about it, and about 10 seconds later I heard another big explosion. That's when I started worrying.
A 33-year-old man faced Goulburn Court today, charged with drug and firearm offences arising out of police raids on a number of properties, including one at Bundanoon. Jason Ross Maloney of DY was arrested at Bundanoon following the execution of warrants by Strikeforce Raptor Specialist Police. He has been charged with 23 offences, including supplying an indictable quantity of prohibited drugs, possessing unauthorised and prohibited firearms, and handle firearms under the influence of alcohol and drugs. A lack of knowledge from Australian health practitioners about medicinal cannabis and its uses dominated discussions at a health conference in Wollongong today. The meeting attended by experts from around the country and the world.
There are a lot of holes in our knowledge in terms of understanding specific products, doses for each type of health condition that people are interested in using medicinal cannabis.
Ahead on With News, a new study finds smoking is far more dangerous than previously thought. And how Humpty Dumpty is inspiring young students in science and technology. New research is giving Australia's smokers another excuse to butt out, revealing they're 3 times more likely to die from heart disease or stroke than those who don't light up. The data also reveals even light smokers are at risk.
Like many ex-smokers, it was a health scare of sorts that motivated Brendan McKenzie to try giving up the cigs.
Kiama Aussie Rules Club continues to surge ahead as a sporting powerhouse, given the green light to build a new clubhouse. The planned project will see an upgrade of current facilities, which are bursting at the seams.
Old showers, run-down interior and a canteen that needs some love. This is the weekly reality for the home of the Kiama Power.
The children's nursery rhyme Humpty Dumpty is being used to encourage kindy students at 5 Illawarra schools to become more interested in science and technology. In an innovative approach, the youngsters take on the roles of detectives and engineers to help save the folk hero.
We all know the story. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
Time of sport now with Jared. The Rollerhawks continue to dominate the National Wheelchair Basketball League.
The reigning champs are hot to trot, Geoff. Plus, we'll cross live to WIN Stadium where our man on the ground, Corey Hammond, is standing by for the Dragons Storm game. And the Nowra Bombardary Jets prepare for their annual Group 7 NAIDOC game. 90 minutes until kick-off between St George Illawarra and the Melbourne Storm as both sides look to overcome the absence of a host of State of Origin stars. We cross now to Corey Hammond at WIN Stadium, who has a special guest with him.
I do, Jared. I have Dragons injured skipper Gareth Widdop here. Gareth, a massive game for the Dragons in the context of their season tonight. You have a chance to really topple one of the competition yardsticks with 6 Origin players missing. Do you see a real opportunity to win tonight?
Yeah, look, it's a huge game. There's no doubt about that. Obviously, both teams have got a lot of players out through injury and obviously with Origin as well, so for sure.
Well, we wish you a speedy recovery and all the best to the Dragons tonight.
No worries, thank you.
That's it. Jared, back to you.
Thank you, Corey, and go those Dragons. Still on league, the Nowra Bombardary Jets can take a giant step towards finals in Group 7 with victory over Albion Park Oak Flats on Saturday. The game, a big one for the resurgent club as it prepares to celebrate NAIDOC week.
As far as the Jets are concerned, there's no bigger date on the Group 7 calendar than the NAIDOC game.
Illawarra Hawks rookie Sam Froling top scored for Australia at the FIBA Under-19s World Cup, but it wasn't enough to stop the Emus bowing out of the tournament. The power forward finishing with 17 points and 8 rebounds in the Emus' 91-74 loss to Lithuania in the round of 16. A trip to Adelaide awaits the Wollongong Rollerhawks juggernaut, which keeps on rolling with the National Wheelchair Basketball League underway. 4 wins in 2.5 days, consolidating the 2-time reigning champions' unbeaten start to the season. 51 points from Paralympian Brett Stivners against the Red Dust Healers, the highlight.
I wasn't shooting well, and I said to Huss before the game, so I'm going to score 50, and his return was just make sure you make 1 basket. And then I started shooting all right, and then they started dropping and they weren't jumping, so I kept shooting. So yeah, ended up with 51, so it's pretty good.
The Rollerhawks beat the Red Dust Healers and main championship contender the Perth Wheelcats twice. Next up, the West Adelaide Thunder on Saturday and Sunday. And Geoff, that's all in sport.
Jared, thank you, my friend. Chris is along with the weather. We saw showers and drizzle today.
We sure did, Geoff. We had some patchy sunshine at times, but always happy to see a few mil into the rain gauge. I'll have the forecast after the break.
This report brought to you by Terry Cross Financial Services. Easy to understand financial advice.
Welcome back. Minimum temperatures were above average right across the state. Tonight's weather photo is from Alvin. A magnificent sunset with vibrant pinks across the sky. I love your work there, Alvin. Thank you very much. Send through your weather photos to weather@wintv.com.au. I'd love to see them. For now, though, let's have a look at some details from today. We saw patches of sunshine, but it was mostly grey skies that brought drizzle and showers today. In Picton and Camden, the mercury dropped to -5 early this morning. Winds were pretty calm. Showers overnight, so around 10 millimetres into the gauge at Greenwell Point, and Ulladulla started out a little warmer there, 11 degrees, only climbing 1 degree higher by lunchtime. Here further south, some southwesterly winds gusting to 44 kilometres an hour around Montague Island, and just 2 degrees waking up in Bega today. Onto the satellite, a strong high pressure system centred over Tasmania is slowly moving east. On the synoptic chart, this high will generate showers for the remainder of the week. On Sunday and Monday, a trough will move east through New South Wales and is likely to bring showers to most districts. Now onto the water info for you. It will be partly cloudy out there with showers possible right throughout the day. To the forecast for the Illawarra and Southern Highlands, cloudy tomorrow with a very high chance of showers. For Bulli, 13 to just 16 degrees. 18 will be the top for Albion Park. In Nowra, just a touch cooler there, a high of 17. Having a look at the south coast, it'll be cloudy with a high chance of showers. Maria Heads, 6 to 17 degrees. A bit cooler in Bega, top of 16, and warmer again for Merimbula, 17. For Wollongong, showers tomorrow up to about 10 millimetres as possible. We'll see 17 degrees. Let's have a little look now at the days ahead. Saturday will be cloudy. We have more showers for the start of the weekend. Sunday is looking partly cloudy, showers starting to ease. And then on Monday, a chance of showers still and possible thunderstorm in the afternoon. But we'll definitely have more showers tomorrow, Geoff.
A wet end of the week, Chris. Thank you. That is Win News for Thursday, the 4th of July. I'm Geoff Phillips. Thanks for your company. Good night.
This has been a Win News presentation. Win News, Regional Australia's #1 news source.